Good morning. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle, and we're having coffee. I have my beautiful floral mug. Had the opportunity over the last weekend to indulge in the most beautiful place. It was a very appropriate place for me to be during the full moon, which was incredibly intense. I don't know about all of you, but the physical stuff that went with this full moon for me and for others I've talked to was amazing. You can't ignore this kind of thing. And so, it is a further understanding that we are more than just this body. We are absolutely the energy, and we are connected to all of what is going on. Good morning, Tammy and Jewel. It was intense, and I'm so grateful that I was out in this gorgeous place where the little river we were camped by, the salmon were running for the year. I was able to swim. It was cold, but I love swimming in cold water, so it was wonderful. The family came up. We had just a great time with the children. I could not have asked for more, except that I might have liked a little more sleep because I was awake most all Friday night, a good portion of Saturday night. Sunday night was better. Not great, but better. The full moon was having its way with me, for sure. And I'm okay with that because it was producing changes and working through transformation. So remember, there's something I want to say. When you are working to release past, which is what the full moon is great about, past beliefs or things that are holding you hostage to a way of thinking, a way of living, and oh, new phones are always fun, Tammy Ann. When you're learning and stepping into new things, there are old things coming out and they feel the same as when they went in. So if you're experiencing old habits of thought, old ways of thinking about yourself, your life, the world that you thought were done, and you've been releasing limitations, those are the things that are going to come up again. So hold that. Don't beat yourself up for going through the same thing over, especially when you're working to release things. So we have a very interesting reading this morning, having not turned over one card, but we did have the goddess Kali come in beforehand, and I wrote down a channeled message from her. Good morning, Danila. She is a very powerful, good morning, Adina. Oh, you guys, so thank you for tuning in. It's so fun to see you all and see your names. I've had so many of my beautiful soul family this last few days go, gosh, I wish I lived closer so we could get together. And oh, me too. I am glad that we can do it this way. But yeah, that face-to-face, having coffee on the porch, whatever, would be nice. So Goddess Kali came through, and she is an incredibly powerful goddess and very much about the divine feminine. This is not men hating. Well, and this has nothing to do with that, but that is what is unfolding in our world, is the power of the divine feminine is rising, becoming balanced with the masculine that has been in that seat of power for so long. This isn't a war between the feminine and masculine. This is a balancing out. There's a lot of warlike energy going on in the world, and this is part of what Kali wanted to visit with us about. So good morning, Anne. So let's see what Kali has to say. Good morning, Michelle. This is the goddess Kali. My beloveds, I whisper in your ear because this message is just for you. Tap your inner strength, hold on to your power, and continue to shed light, peace, and empowerment on all the peoples that come to your awareness. Allow the divine feminine energy of nurturing with wings to be spread over them. Okay, allow the divine feminine energy of nurturing with wings to be spread over them to help them move through this collective darkness towards the light that is their right. And so as we hear more and more about the world in chaos, things happening, keep shedding peace, shedding love, shedding joy on those people. Afghanistan comes to mind. So does Australia, which is in a 100% lockdown at the moment. And they are fined $1,000 if they're caught in a public gathering or even outside. They're not supposed to be visiting with neighbors out in their yard. This is very oppressive, and this is not healthy. This is incredibly power driven, and it's driven by fear. So you choosing to shed love on all of those players, all the people in that, helps them hold on to the light, helps them hold on to the truth of the shift that is taking place. And Nurturing with Wings, I thought, was a very fun picture, because as mothers, we nurture our children to get them to the point of letting them fly. And that feminine nurturing is not a control energy in the overall. Certainly we do exercise control over our youngsters to keep them safe, but know that nurturing with wings is what we want to give to the world. Let's see what Danila has to add to this. Feminine power is a focus of my transformational coaching with women. Mentor coach with the Feminine Power Global Leadership Community. That's awesome. And that's also, I don't coach just the divine feminine. I coach personal empowerment and awakening for people and allowing them to understand the power of intention, which Kali's going to get to. It seems so bleak for so many right now. Families divided, countries being taken over by fear, and leaders being revealed as to their true nature. Hold tight to you and your knowing of your power to be the bringers of and holders of light, and share it as often as you are prompted by your awareness to do so. Every time you hear something or it comes to mind about somewhere, Afghanistan, India, it does not matter where. It matters that when it comes to your awareness, shed love, shed light, shed awareness, shed peace, shed comfort on those peoples. It does help. It is powerful. Truly, my lovely souls, it makes a difference. You make a difference, especially when your feelings are lying to you. When you feel you're powerless or you make no real difference, you're nothing special, and especially when fear begins to seep in and gain a foothold. This is when you stand in trust of your ability to share high vibe energy even when you're not feeling it. Yeah, Crystal and I had a conversation about this yesterday by text. Especially when you're not feeling it, your intention for it to go out. So when something like Australia comes to your mind, that, oh my God, these people are so under an oppressive control energy. And if you're not feeling particularly powerful, you trust that your intention to send love, to send light, to send awareness, to send comfort, to send peace, to send joy, to blanket that country and the people in that country, it goes out. It is powerful. The power of your intention is amazing. The power of intention, one of the most powerful tools you have. So let me read that. This is when you stand in trust of your ability to share high vibe energy even when you're not feeling it. The power of intention, one of the most powerful tools you have. Intend peace, intend unity, intend love, intend understanding, intend allowance of choice, intend joy, intend awareness, and choose peace. All of these transmute fear. That is what is controlling. That is what is being put out on a regular basis to control people, to keep them in a place of powerlessness, to keep them divided. So you shedding all those high vibe energies helps transmute the fear, diminish it, loosen the power it has. It is so important for you to step into the power of your intention right now. Now we're gonna read the Breath of Life card. Life stops devouring you as soon as you use your breath to drink it in. So when you no longer are powerless, you're not being devoured, you're the one drinking in your breath. Breathing up, hear the words, I welcome. Breathing out, hear the words, all that comes. That is a place of power. That is knowing that we are going to be in difficult, uncomfortable situations throughout our life. It is in those situations that we go, what did I bring this to my awareness for, to learn, to grow from, to gain from? Tammy Ann said she's dealing with a narcissist. Tammy Ann asked, why did I bring this person into my circle? What can I learn from them? How do I best manage my energy amidst this and allow them their path and me mine? It may be walking away. It may not be walking away. But always ask when it's the difficult time. The beautiful Flower of Life card, the meditation of 4. Sit quietly and close your eyes. Breathe in for a count of 4. And I call this box breathing. This is very powerful when you are in a place of fear, an angst, or any other low vibe energy. It breaks that cycle. So breathe in for a count of 4. Breathe out for a count of 4 and pause for a count of 4. Repeat 4 times, then open your eyes. Do this 4 times a day, and within 4 days, you will start feeling lighter. The vibration of 4 invites a feeling of retreat, order, balance. Just like a square, all that is built upon it is evenly distributed. 4 inspires you to clean up your foundations, your beliefs, and your fears, not by getting rid of them, but by creating something new. Focus upon what feels good, and all your negative vibrations fall away from lack of attention, and your highest path magically reveals itself. So again, you're taking charge here of your energies. Friday night when I said, I was awake all night, it was the night before, let me see, Friday night was the 20th, so 2 nights before the full moon. It very much is enacting the energies of the full moon a couple days before and a couple days after. What I was experiencing were palpitations, every possible negative scenario that could happen between my family, the world, the city, all of that was going. And it was something where I would then go to box breathing, I call it. It's a little different than this, but that power of 4 is still there. And again, I had to be awake. It was stuff coming out. It was a transformational shift physically. I knew that, and it was something I wasn't fearful of. I did not enjoy it. It was not comfortable. But for me, my path is to empower others. And as I transform and shift, that increases my ability, my reach, my power to help others in the world. And so I am willing to do that. I manage my energies as I go through that and stay in that place of, even when I don't trust that I can, that I'm anything, that I, whatever, I am putting out the higher vibe lights. And so the first card, this is from the beautiful, what's this called? Apparition. That's the word that came, but I wasn't thinking it was it. Apparition Tarot. The 2 of Swords. Look at that. That is 2 swords. And then look at the 2 dogs. One is looking at the future. One is looking to the past. What this is balance. Balance is key. Keeping yourself in balance can be done in many ways, but I recommend the breathing and watching what you take into your body as much as possible, because that definitely has an effect on our psyche. And I have taken 2, can't say I always do it, but asking, is this something my body needs or wants right now? And trying to give it, there I use that word, choosing to give it what it is telling me it most wants. The Ace of Wands. So we've got balance. Ooh, just had a little bit come through. The Ace of Wands is all about the light, really the power in that, the newness of you owning your power to shed that light and be a guide in the world. It does not matter if you get to see the effects of your intentions going out, but you will eventually see that and understand it. The Three of Wands is you are a catalyst. It is such an amazing, you light the one candle, it's going to be lighting the others. That is what you are doing with the power of your intention. And remember, back to this balance cards, this Two of Swords, it is important that you keep yourself in such balance today, as much as, not just today, but moving forward, by choosing to shed love on things. First and foremost, that is to raise your vibration. So as you feel intense with the energies coming in, and it is intense right now. It has been intense for this last couple months, more so for the last month between these full moons. Incredibly intense. Don't believe the lies that may be coming to mind. Step in your power, take charge of your energy, raise your vibration by shedding love for a full minute on anything that comes to mind, anything that comes to light, that removes that lower vibration energy and fills you with the higher vibration. That is one way to manage your energy. And then you can continue to choose to share the light, which further ignites others into the power of them sharing the light. Wow. And the Six of Wands, oh my gosh, this is the recognition of what you're doing in the world, whether it's by your best friend realizing that you are no longer plummeting regularly, or you are taking charge of the energy, whether it's an audience that you speak to where you're being recognized for what you're doing and encouraged to do more. This is just a beautifully powerful card. This is, you will be rewarded for the work you do, even if it's just for you feeling more balanced, more at peace, more at ease with the energies you're living in. So just an incredibly powerful reading for this day, and a charge really for you to ignore the feelings that you may be having that say you're powerless, you're nothing, you can't do anything. Everything you look at in the world is fear. That is what the virus feeds on. That is what the energies that are coming in that are called reptilians, that is the energy of the media to keep you in fear because you are easily controlled. People are so afraid again, like they were at the beginning of the virus, and it is playing out in families. It is threatening to divide. And if you are in that place of division in your family, shed love on them regularly. Yes, you have the power. Exactly, Elise. Acknowledge that and trust that even when you feel powerless, you have the power to send out the intention of love, ease, comfort, joy, empowerment to those that are oppressed. And then we have a lighter card. I believe, I haven't looked at it, but it's from the Sacred Travelers, which is always a lighter card for me. Reaching your destination. Oh, well, your light is shining brightly. You will be part of that catalyst that is taking us into that higher realm, the higher dimension. And you are pivotal in this. You are important in this. You want to own your power here because it is what the world needs you to do at this time. So an incredible reading this morning. Very powerful, very enlightening. Be who you came to be. Trust that you do have impact, especially when you feel powerless. And choose to be that light in the world that you came to be before you ever stepped into this lifetime. So I've been the last couple weeks, just these feelings of not dizziness, not lightheadedness. A friend appropriately called it a wobble. where things are shifting, and we're going to have some physical manifestations of that. Sometimes it looks like an illness where things aren't quite the same as other illnesses like this, but you're getting rid of things. Well, thank you, Barbara. You too. Been thinking about you a lot the last couple days. We need to talk. But this last couple weeks for me this last month have been one of survival. Navigating all that's coming in, navigating the energies we've been living in, and knowing that I am being used. And that is what, when I walked away from church 40 years ago, nothing bad happened. It wasn't a bad experience. It was the understanding that this is no longer where I'm needed. I am walking along and trusting that God is going to put me where they want to use me. And that is what I gave. I'm open, I'm willing, I'm ready to be used by you wherever you want me to be. And I'm trusting you're going to open those doors you want me to go through, and you're going to shut the ones you don't. That is how you and I are going to work, God. That's not how for me to tell anyone else how to walk with you. And that opened the door to lots of things, but particularly this way of understanding how we're getting on in this world and what's going on. Choosing to be that light can be a very uncomfortable, physical, emotional place to be, but that's where you step into the understanding of, I am a powerful light. I'm just going to keep shedding that right now on these situations in the world that come to my awareness, that give me angst, pause, and discomfort and sadness, because that is what we can do from where we are at this very moment. And keep shedding love on the leaders of the world so that they are less controlled by the fear that, right now we're focused on this virus. That has been a huge catalyst for lots of change in this world that could not have come as easily with anything else. So trust that all is well. This whole vibrational energy that is coming in from the cosmos that's making us so uncomfortable in the physical is perfect. We have to shift. We want to shift. We want to be more powerful in this change that we are helping to usher in. So a very powerful reading for this Wednesday in August. Thank you so much for joining me. Please reach out to me if you need some understanding about what's going on with you, and know that I am here and I'm willing and ready and open to help whoever needs to have a little bit of insight about moving forward. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage, on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. Until we meet again.